In this particular video, we talking politics. And I'm talking politics because in less than a week's time, we have an election going down here in Virginia for governor. Now, Virginia rules state that a governor cannot run on 2 consecutive terms. That's why you don't see Ralph Northam on the ballot. But Terry McAuliffe, the guy that Ralph Northam succeeded, is trying to get his governorship back. And with that, he's going against Republican Youngkin. I think that's his name, right? Now, there's a reason why you had former President Obama, Vice President Kamala Harris, and Stacey Abrams patrolling the streets in Virginia, right? Now, Sunday gone, President Obama was in Richmond. Day before that, he was down there, him and Terry McAuliffe was in Norfolk State. I think Norfolk State had a homecoming last weekend or whatever like that, right? So they're down there trying to spread this message about Trump and Trumpism, right? And they're fear-mongering and gaslighting people, right? Because they want to sit up here and talk about how Republicans gaslight and all that. Well, shit. What do you think this is right here? They're using the same playbook of Trumpism, right? Oh man, you can't let people like Trump in the positions of power. We gotta get out and vote. We gotta get out and vote, because if we don't vote, then a guy with Trump-like tactics is going to be the governor, and we can't be tired, and we can't be complacent. We gotta get out there, right? Okay, that's fine if you want to push that, right? But this is the problem. Where the fuck is our tangibles? Where is it? Where is it? And you keep going through the same cycle over and over and over and over again. You guys fearmonger and guilt trip and gaslight black people into going out there and vote. Black people go out there and vote, and then guess what we get? Nothing. Meanwhile, Asians and Palestinians and Jewish people and Japanese people and everybody else, they can get tangibles. They can get tangible with the stroke of a pen. For us, it's, oh, we got to rely on this bill that's not worth the paper it's written on. And I'm talking about that HR 40 bill, which is the study of reparations, right? Now, Sheila Jackson Lee, a bill out there. At what point enough is enough? Look, we can show our power by just not showing up, right? Look, it's only so long that you lead people down the same rabbit hole before they say, you know what, I'm going to choose a different path. You cannot continue to trot out the same people over and over again and throw out the same talking point over and over again while getting nothing in the process. We haven't got shit. So no, I will not be voting next week for governor of Virginia. Good. Well, you got to take the lesser of two evils, because they like throwing that shit out there, right? But at the end of the day, as I alluded to on many different occasions, lesser of two evils is still evil. They sitting up here trying to sell you a dream, all the meanwhile, all they really doing is selling you up the river. All this empty talk about what the Republicans gonna do. Okay, so you made it known that about what you ain't gonna do. You got a white supremacist and goddamn on Terry McAuliffe going down to that dang on Norfolk State. Now, when the last time you seen Terry McAuliffe at Norfolk State? Now, for those of you who don't know, Norfolk State's it's a predominantly black college. It's predominantly black. So that's what we're gonna do now. Since you can't get, you're trying to get a new legion of voters out there, right? And you got the, God damn, that barbecue smell good. That Pied Piper himself, Obama, leading the charge, right? You got Kamala Harris at Hampton University. God knows where Stacey Abrams is at. For all I know, Stacey Abrams is probably at Pierce's Barbecue in Williamsburg. For all I know. But it still don't change anything. They come down here, they still spew out talking points about Trumpism and all that, and we can't have that because, you saw what happened on January 6th and all that, right? They'll come peddle that bullshit, but yet, when it comes down to tangibles, what are you going to do for us? Why are we voting for you? It's supposed to be a quid pro quo, right? Now, if you don't know what a quid pro quo is, that means you give me something, I give you something. It's the same thing that Trump was supposed to be removed from office for, but when you got people that's willing to cap for him, and he's protected. Donald Trump is protected, right? But that doesn't mean I should go out my way to vote for a Democrat just because of Trumpism. I don't give a fuck about Trumpism, right? And I don't give a fuck about any kind of voter suppression laws and any that bullshit that the Republicans try to suppress the vote. Look, none of that will suppress the black vote. If we want to do something, motherfucker, we gonna go out there and do it. Right? No different than these white supremacists out here that wants to come in black neighborhoods and cause a scene, and Karens and Brads want to, play victim while being victimized at the same time. Right? No different than that. Look, if black people want to go out there and do something, go out there and do it. Case in point, right? When Black Panther first came out in the theater, right? We supported that movie. I sure as hell did. Anytime there's a Madea movie, now I don't support Madea. I don't watch that shit, but I'm pretty sure of another Madea movie where the surface from the fucking ashes and shit, there will be people out there that will go out there and support Madea movie. So when black people want to throw their support behind something, the masses follow. We are the trendsetters. When it comes to rap music, black people made rap music. When it comes to a lot of these inventions out here in society, black people made that too. They just won't tell you that. They'll tell you that a white person did it, right? Because, white people and other people of their ilk will just, leech off our shit. They'll just leech off our shit and they make it like they created it and all that. And that's bullshit. That's bullshit. So no, I'm not trying to listen to these guys out here peddle that fear mongering about Trumpism and all that when they hadn't done shit. They hadn't done shit. And then you try to frame a piece of money in a way like it's reparations and all that, right? Like you trying to frame some $30,000 check for the housing market, right? Now I'm supposed to give that money and give that back to the bank. The same banks that regulate a lot of stuff against black people, right? Okay, fuck out of here. But you call that reparations, all right? Okay, whatever. Laws that are put in place through redlining and blockbusters. Why won't they talk about what I was gonna say before I really got. Why would they talk about punishing the police, right? This stuff for me. So this notion that we need police reform, that as far as I'm concerned, ain't nothing but a whole bunch of window dressing. It is. It's window dressing. I don't want my windows dressed with anything, right? Give me tangibles, all right? If you give us tangibles, we come out and vote. Until you give us tangibles, we're not coming. I don't hear anything about Republicans and voter suppression and all this other shit. Because as far as I'm concerned, you're suppressing your own vote by not giving people what they're looking for. Especially us blacks. You ever thought about that? You ever thought about, hey, maybe if we start giving black people tangibles, maybe they'll come out and support us. But if they want to sit up here and point the finger at the Republican Party, we know the Republican Party a whole bunch of white supremacists and all that. But don't make it out to be like y'all some goddamn white knights that's going to come save our lives and shit, when y'all the same ones that'll stab us in the back first chance you get. Y'all are not any kind of white knights. Okay? You're not. So don't act like it. Don't do it. Don't do it. But I'm really mad about, and one thing I'm mad about, had I known they would have been out here this weekend, I would have been down in Richmond. I would have been down there. Had I known. Man, that pissed me off. I didn't know they were down there, man, because I would have gone. But you know another thing they do at those rallies? Look, when they be at these rallies, they don't answer the questions or anything like that. They just come out and speak, and then they haul ass, right? They won't take any questions from anybody. I wonder why that is. What's up, Uncle Hinton? I wonder why that is, right? Oh, by the way, if you want to donate to my Cash App, $Freeway95 US. To anybody watching this video, once again, the Cash App is $Freeway95 US if you want to donate, right? But going back to the regular schedule program. All right, so why would they answer questions? What did they got to hide? Obama's trying to talk about the Republican Party having something to hide. I wonder about the same for these Democrats. What the fuck do you guys got to hide? Why won't y'all answer questions and all that? At least with that ass clown Madison Cawthorn went to his constituents, you know, he was willing to take the heat, even though he know what he's saying is a bunch of bullshit. But at least the motherfucker wanted to sit his stupid ass on the goddamn wheelchair and answer questions and all that. That white supremacist piece of shit ass clown Madison Cawthorn, right? Yeah, you a bitch. You a white supremacist piece of shit bitch, right? And I don't got no respect for your trifling ass, right? But I ain't got no respect for these dumb dummies either, because they ain't done shit. They ain't done shit. And look, if y'all gonna sit up here and defend a motherfucker that ain't done nothing for you, then I got questions about you too. Right? How can you sit up here and defend sloppy Joe Biden, who A, wrote the 94 crime bill, B, had a hand in the anti-drug abuse act in '86, C, has been alleged to be involved in his own sexual predation, but you know, Me Too and Time's Up and all these other organizations we never heard of before in our lives just come to the surface world and try to impose their will upon us, right? Be crash test dummies for them, right? Why would you defend a guy like that? There's no defense for that guy. And he's still thumbing his nose up while sticking his middle finger up at black people, right? Afghans can come to the country, but Haitians can't, right? So all you migrants out there that's willing to be a crash test dummy for Joe Biden, how the fuck you explain this? Huh? How the hell you explain this? So, no, I'm sitting out this election. Yes, Obama, I will be sitting out this election. Right? Because Terry McAuliffe ain't done shit when he was governor. The guy that relieved him ain't done shit. So, assuming that a Democrat wins the governorship, because for all intents and purposes, Virginia is a blue state, right? Virginia is a blue state. So, assuming Terry McAuliffe wins, I will not be showing any kind of support behind that Bama. You know what I'm saying? That is what it is, Playboy. Anybody that's out here in VA, we all know, right? Anybody that live out here in VA, right? Whether it be Two Rod, my boy J Dog, you know what I'm saying? They'll tell you. You know what I'm saying? Anybody that live out here in Virginia, whether you in Hampton Roads, or in Richmond, or in Northern Virginia like I am, you know what I'm saying? Outside of DC, right? Whether you're in Arlington or Fairfax or out there out in Sterling, you know what I'm saying? Anybody that live out here in VA knows what's up. Them motherfuckers ain't done shit. What's up, Showtime? Salute to you, homie. Them motherfuckers ain't done nothing. And they want to sit up here and, we gotta get involved because and they always use this whole bullshit notion that the country's at stake, the fate of the country's at stake here, and your vote's going to determine what direction this country's going to go. Get the fuck out of here. Because the way I see it, the country's going in the wrong direction. Why is gas prices almost $1.50 higher than it was last year? Gas was barely over $2 a gallon. Now that bitch is like almost $3.50. Hell, some spots I've seen gas high as $8 a gallon. Now think about this, y'all. If you're in a tight situation money wise, right? And you got $8 and you got an empty tank, what are you gonna get? Should you get this 3-piece with a biscuit and a lemonade for $7.99? Or should I pay this $8 and only get 1 gallon of gas? Right? This country's going down the fucking toilet. And then y'all got nerve to talk about how we need to come together. Motherfucker, y'all can't even get your own party together. You can't even get people in your own party to come together. But yet you out here stressed about unity? The fuck out of here. Hey, here's a piece of advice I got told a long time ago, right? Old people, I've had all kinds of old people tell me this, right? Clean your house up first before you call yourself trying to clean somebody else's house, right? Get your own house in order first, right? Y'all can't even get people in your own party to agree on shit. And yet y'all sitting there and talk about unity? Really? Really? Y'all want to lecture us about unity? The fuck out of here. Black people are the most, when we decide to come together and excommunicate the bootlicks from the group, right? Once we get people in the like mind, on the same page, black people want some of the most united groups out there, if not the most. And of course, I throw the disclaimer out of get rid of the bootlicks and the sock puppets and the turncoats and shit. Yes. Cannot just continue to get on the treadmill just because you get a few people that can speak and that can put words eloquently, right? Whilst in the meanwhile leveraging you for their own benefit, selling you up the river for their own benefit. They look, all these weasel words and empty talk with no promise or guarantees of tangibles is all what it is. It's just nothing more than empty talk. It's empty talk. You gotta understand, when someone comes up to you and approaches you about, hey, you vote for me and I promise I'm gonna do this, that, and the third, what does history say about that individual? What does it say? Does this individual have a history of over-promising and under-delivering? Right? I mean, for all intents and purposes, Joe Biden, because he's supposed to be down here this week. Everybody was here a couple of days ago. Joe Biden's supposed to be here either this weekend or something like that for a final push, right? What does history say about that individual when they're sitting up here asking for promises, asking you to vote for them, and they promise they're going to do that? What's up, Eric Johnson? Salute, bro. What does history say? Because I'm going to tell you what history said about Joe Biden. He ain't nothing but a lying, conniving motherfucker. Talk about black people got Joe Biden's back. Yeah, the coons got your back. The coons got your back. The sellouts got your back. The sock puppets and the simps got your back. But as far as like foundational black Americans, the people who really push for reparations, for change in this country, and to put a monkey wrench to this thing, to this concept of systemic racism, we don't fucking got your back. You called little kids cockroaches, remember? No, not that. You did. You called us cockroaches, right? Not only you called us cockroaches, you said you didn't want your kids growing up in them jungles, right? Little dog whistle for you, right? Yeah, Joey. Yeah, Joey, a sloppy Joe. Remember all that, right? But I'm supposed to, endorse a candidate that you recommend we vote for. Fuck out of here. Look, I've been for Terry McAuliffe. He ain't done shit. Say nothing you can say that's going to get me off of this fucking Bama. All right? There ain't nothing you can say that's going to change my mind about this fucking Bama. Right? Nothing you can say. I've seen it. Look, there's another old saying someone told me one time. When a person shows you who they are, believe them. When a person shows you who they are, believe them. So this notion that, Terry McAuliffe saw the error of his ways, just like Joe Biden. Joe Biden saw the error of his ways, right? Get the fuck out of here. Nobody trying to listen to that bullshit. For real. Terry McAuliffe ain't gonna do shit. Okay? Now, like I said before, I'm not voting because neither one of them Bammers ain't trying to do shit. Right? Neither one of the Bammers ain't about shit. Right? They don't sit up here and lecture you about goddamn. They don't sit up here and lecture you about unity and coming together and we need to have we need to show strength, and we need to show all these people out here who's bossing and all this stuff. Get the fuck out of here, man. Nobody trying to listen to all that shit, man. For real. Look, you come stomping around Norfolk State, right? Look. What are you bringing to the table for black people, right? And I think a lot of those young, I'm talking about the voters under 30. all them 20-something-year-olds or whatnot, you know what I'm saying? They're starting to see what the fuck's going on, right? Hey, for anybody out there that's under 30, you watching this video, right? Take it from me. They ain't doing shit. They ain't gonna do shit. It's the same cycle every year. Every 4 years, when it comes for president, running for governor, it's like every election cycle, that's when they want to come to the black community asking for our support, right? We're not looking for them. We don't want nothing to do with them. We just want them to give us our fucking money. We just want them to stop this bullshit systemic racism, right? We're not going out our way looking for them. They're looking for us. They're looking for us to vote for them, to keep them in positions of power. Well, you know what? Hey, I should start this trend, right? Called Operation Power Outage, right? Operation Power Outage. If your ass don't want to give us what we looking for, well, goddamn it, we're going to put somebody in there that will give us what we looking for. No different in a relationship. No different if you was in a relationship with somebody, right? If you're in a relationship with somebody and somebody is continually, doing you wrong and continually fucking you over and continually, ain't bringing nothing to the table, then what are you going to do with that motherfucker? You just going to keep that motherfucker around? Huh? So you can keep on crapping all over you some more? Huh? No. You're going to get that person out of there and you're going to bring somebody else in that's going to bring something to the table. Right? That's a new trend called Operation Power Outage. Right? You want to stay in power, you better give us what we fucking looking for. No different if you went to a job interview, right? If you went to a job interview and your employer, the person that's going to cut your fucking check, feel like that you don't bring anything to the table for them, you think they're going to let your ass in office? You think they're going to give your ass a position? So why would you go out your way to vote for a Bama that you know good and goddamn well that the time they come to see you is going to be the last time they come see you until they get reelected again and again and again and again until they either get too old and don't run again or somebody new comes along and they actually wanting to give us what we're looking for and then we vote their ass out, right? Look, if there's two things in life that corrupts people, it's power and money, right? Power and money corrupts people. You can have the most kind-hearted individual, have the most heartfelt intentions, right? And that gets put to the test when they got to go out there and prostitute themselves to a whole bunch of special interest groups and a bunch of lobbyists. Because lobbyists, their job is to stop whatever from getting passed. That's why when you see these people out here coming out here voting in opposition to something, well, there's a reason why they're voting in opposition to something, right? When it comes to police reform, right? Why do you think you got a few crash test dummies wanting to take that bullet to go against police reform? Because they get paid by police unions. Period. Now, just because they're on the forefront don't mean they're the only ones. What's up, Too Raw? Too Raw, you already know what I'm talking about. Too Raw tell you further. Too Raw break that shit down better than I can. And I'm trying to break it down as best as I can. But yeah, Terry McAuliffe, that motherfucker ain't trying to do nothing, man. Fuck him. And he is panicking, right? Because that shit down in Norfolk State backfired on his ass. You know, Terry McAuliffe ain't never been to Norfolk State. For real. He ain't never been to Norfolk. I believe that's the first time that Bama even went down to Norfolk State. And that'll probably be the last time he goes down to Norfolk State. For what? Will he teach political science down there? Because just in case I don't win the governorship, right? I'm going to teach political science down in Norfolk State. No, you ain't. No, you're not. No, you're not. So, what the fuck you doing down in Norfolk State? Knowing your ass ain't never been there. Then you got Obama out here in Richmond, right? Obama's in Richmond on Sunday. And that pissed me off too, man, because you know what? I ain't find out. Oh, and I was in Richmond too, man. I was in fucking Richmond on Sunday. And I didn't find out until like the next day he was down there. No, I take that back. I found out later on that night he was down there. Because I was running around Richmond taking care of some business. I find out later on that night he was in Richmond. That shit pissed me off so bad because I was gonna confront the Bama. Yeah. Obama ain't done shit for nobody. He's a great speaker. That's the only thing I give him he's a great speaker. But look, you can only speak so well so many times and come back with an empty plate before I call you a snake oil salesman, right? Because that's what, at this point, that's what all Obama is. He ain't nothing more than a snake oil salesman. He ain't no different than Trump. Everybody that's out there want to be a crash test dummy for the Democratic Party, right? I'm going to ask you this question. I need you to be very honest. Not with me, right? I'm just trying to get you to open your eyes and expand your mind, right? How has the Democratic Party benefited you? Have you gotten everything that you asked for, right? Because like I said before, these elections are transactional. These are transactional. They ain't no fucking, there ain't no compromising here. Because they won't compromise with you. They will not compromise with you, so there's no need for you to compromise with them. How has they benefited you? How has voting for the Democratic Party benefited you? How? Did you get tangibles? Did you get everything you're looking for? Right? If you get qualified immunity, did you get qualified immunity ending? Did you get punishment for the police for them going out here running amok, thinking they judge, jury, and executioner? Right? They haven't done none of that? Then why are you voting for them? If they're not going to give you what you want, if they're going to dance around the issue like how motherfuckers would dance down the line on goddamn Soul Train on Saturdays and whatnot, why the fuck would you vote for them? So, I don't go over this carpet bombing this last week prior to election day. All this carpet bombing and all this signal boosting and virtue signaling and all this other shit that they trying to do to try to get you to go out there for them, try to go out there and vote. Right? This ain't got nothing to do with the goddamn voter suppression and all that. Look, if black people want to turn out, they'll turn out. But you got to have a reason why we turn out. We're not just going to turn out just because. I'm not going to waste my fucking day off because election day is a federal holiday, right? I think election day is a holiday. Might be in some spots election day is a holiday. But either way, if you're not going to give me what I'm looking for, then why I'm going to take time out my day or election day on the day off to come out and support you? For what? At what point we going to get off the treadmill? At what point enough is enough? No tangibles, no vote. That ain't just some catchy catchphrase. What's up, Altan? Salute to you, Brody. That ain't just something that, while I was out here dreaming about fucking, Janet Jack me, doggy style, I was thinking about, oh, you know what? And right before I was about to bust my nut, I came up with a campaign slogan. No tangibles, no vote. Man, you know what? I'm going to put that on t-shirts. I'm going to put that on coffee mugs. And I'm going to make a motherfucking killing off that shit, right? Yeah, man. Straight up, man. No, it's not some catchphrase. You know, leave it up to Steven from Django, Jim Clyburn. You gotta stop with these sloganisms. It's killing us. For real. Sloganisms, right? No, these not sloganisms. It's what we expect. Period. It's what we expect. Steven from Django. Yeah, anybody that watched pornos back in the day know about Janet Jackson, man. You know what I'm saying? Loud screamer, right? Right? But for real though, Steven from Django, Jim Clyburn, I want to shout out Kato Amir. We have not forgotten Steven from Django. You was amongst your constituents down in South Carolina, holding that microphone like how a lazy prostitute hold a dildo when they confronted you about why haven't you done anything. Right? And you still haven't done shit. But you want to take your ass to Ohio. You ain't doing anything for your own constituents in South Carolina, but you want to take your ass to motherfucking Ohio? You're not a congressional representative of Ohio. Why the fuck are you in Ohio? Did you want to see LeBron James play? LeBron don't play for Cleveland no more, motherfucker. I know in your old age and whatnot, a little senilism might creep in every once in a while, but no, Jim Clyburn, LeBron James does not play for the Cleveland Cavaliers no more, okay? So why the fuck are you in Ohio? Why? Oh, I gotta stop these progressives from getting in here. They're gonna ruin our operation. Yeah, right? Ebony eyes. Too wrong, you stupid as fuck, boy. Oh man, I can't do it with Too Raw, man. Shout out to my homie. Oh my god. Damn. But anywho, don't worry, I won't. I'm good. You know what I'm saying? I'm good. I'm good. But for real though, man, don't waste your time voting on these guys if they're not going to appeal to your interests or whatever like that, right? Look, I'm not here to tell you what your interests are. That's for you to decide, okay? I don't want anyone just thinking I'm just going to sit here and try to dictate to you what our interests are. Look, I have my interests. Too Raw has his interests. Eric Johnson might have his interests, right? Whether it be, pet monkeys or pet parakeets at a zoo and shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm just fucking with you, homie. I'm just fucking with you, man. But the homie got his own interests and shit like that, right? And our interests going to be different. Now, I'm going to tell you what interests that we have that are not going to be different. And that's reparation. What's up, Stephanie? Salute to you, my sister. When it comes to reparations, look. You ain't cutting that check. You ain't getting no vote. And I don't hear nothing about, we got to bring this up before legislature, and we got to, hold political meetings about it, and bring a whole bunch of other operatives like Ta-Nehisi Coates and and Mark Lamar Hill and Coleman Hughes who like sliding down poles and shit. What's up, Mr. Gumbo? Right? Yeah, Coleman Hughes. Motherfuckers like sliding down subway poles with dingy ass tidy whities. Right? Yeah, that's that motherfucker right there. Right? K-Town, I see you up in here. Salute, bro. Straight up. He could be up there where rats is nibbling on fucking metal on the subway, and he's sliding down that same subway pole with dingy ass tidy whities on, but yet he want to sit up here and tell you that you can't get no reparations. The fuck out of here, man. Fuck out. For real. For real. The fuck out of here, dude. Nobody ain't trying to listen to what you gotta say. Anybody that's against reparations, fuck out of here. Because you don't serve my interests, right? You serving white daddy interests, right? Like Mark Lamar Hill. Why you think he got cooked by Judge Joe Brown trying to throw Bill Cosby under the bus? Why you think that is, right? I'm trying to give you the play of who the operatives might be outside of Obama. Camel toe, oh camel toe, and that one Krispy Kreme donut eating away from dying Stacey Abrams, right? I'm not talking about them. We all know they gonna be flying around like a bunch of pigeons and shit. Not talking about them. I'm talking about the other operatives you may not know about, right? Like Bakari Sellout, right? Now, if you've been on my channel last week, I talked about that Bama, right? Because Bakari Sellout want to sit up here and talk about Bill Cosby being a rapist. Meanwhile, he is defending a child sex predator. And get this, the man's own wife is testifying against him. Right? But that's who Bakari Sellout want to call himself getting behind, right? He want to talk about Bill Cosby being a rapist, but he's defending a rapist in Terry Kennard. Terry Kennard, that's his name. Terry Kennard down in South Carolina, right? Hypocrite. I mean, that story was crazy, man. They talk about the man was out here, showing porn to these kids before he sexually assaulted them and all that type of shit. And then the guy was a former lawmaker, and he was a former state trooper in South Carolina, and he was an Air Force veteran. But that's who Bakari Sellout want to get behind, right? And then Bakari Sellout want to bring his ass on TV telling you gotta go out there and vote. Fuck that motherfucker. Yeah. That motherfucker is, hey, then that motherfucker's married to Vince Carter's ex-wife, Ellen Rucker. That's right. Ellen Rucker Sellout. Ellen Rucker is Vince Carter's ex-wife. That's who Bakari Sellout's married to. Right? Guess what they say? Well, no, she left Vince Carter. She got married to Vince Carter, had a kid, and she left him. But that's who Bakari Sellout want to get behind, right? Okay, motherfucker. Fuck you. You don't represent the black agenda. Just because you said a couple catchphrases in an op-ed or whatever like that, that's supposed to make me get behind you? Fuck you. Your track record is way too deep in the black hole for you to get out of, motherfucker. And that's another thing y'all gotta watch out for too. All these operatives, all these bootlicking sellouts, all of a sudden now start talking like us, like roly-poly, right? Because they ain't a barbecue sandwich that motherfucker don't like, right? And they ain't a fucking pot of donut that motherfucker don't like either. But that won't stop that Bama running his mouth, talking shit like he down with the cause and all that, right? These are the operatives in play. And another thing, too, is to be on the lookout for groups you have never heard of before. Case in point, the National Black Justice Coalition. Who the fuck are they? When Dave Chappelle did his skit, and it was a pretty good skit at that, funny as hell. So when he did his skit, you got these fucking LGBT folks up in the alphabet community in a fucking tizzy, right? They up in a frenzy about what Dave Chappelle said, and for all intents and purposes, they're proving his point, right? They're proving his point. Then it turned out a girl who was an activist, well, she made racist and anti-gay jokes herself, right? I don't know if y'all heard that in the news or social media. A black girl who was supposedly this activist making anti-gay anti-LGBT remarks on her own right. But she leading the charge against Dave Chappelle. The fuck out of here, hypocrite. Fuck out of here. Instead of going at Dave Chappelle, should be going at these motherfuckers out here in media or in politics, trying to put the role fuck you every day. At what point enough is enough? You ass clowns out here that are being crash test dummies for the white supremacist agenda, y'all gonna fucking learn. Y'all thought, look, Candace Owens ain't got her wake-up call yet, but it's coming. Yeah, hey, see what happened to Herman Cain, right? Herman Cain wanted to be a crash test dummy for white supremacy, right? Look what he's doing right now, making Godfather's pizzas in hell. And then somehow had enough magic left to be sending tweets from the afterlife. I'm still trying to figure out how the fuck's that possible. Unless somebody else got your goddamn Twitter account, then I understand. For real, then I understand. Oh man, someone sent me a $50 donation through the super chat. Kentown, salute, bro. I appreciate it. I prefer if you said it through the Cash App. That would be great. But hey, I much love and much respect to you, K-Town, for saying that fat donation through the super chat. If you want to donate, hit me on the Cash App, $Freeway95 US. Or on PayPal, paypal.me/LBryan699. But K-Town, I general salute through the super chat. Man, that's my biggest donation yet. Through the super chat. Everybody hit me on the Cash App. But that's cool. Thank you, man. I appreciate it. But yeah, let's going back to these groups you never even heard of before. We don't know who's funding them. We don't know how they came about. They just prop up some motherfucker that's just willing to, toe that line for the agenda, right? We don't know who's funding them. We don't know how they came about. We don't know who the leader is and all that. If they even have a leader, just the ideology behind it, right? So be careful of these groups you ain't never heard of before. Reparations is the elephant in the room. It's the everything else is a distraction, right? Corbin Hughes sliding down poles and dingy ass tidy whities, that's a distraction. Mark Lamar Hill getting cooked by Judge Joe Brown about Bill Cosby being released from prison, that's a distraction, right? That's right. You already know, Brandon Ethero. You already know. I'm not scared of them motherfuckers. I'm not scared of them motherfuckers, man. Fuck them. Every time they get a little outraged about something, now they want to cancel people out. No, I'm canceling y'all motherfuckers. All you dick in the booty ass motherfuckers that's talking shit, right? I'm canceling you out. Because no one, look, y'all need to understand, it is not a big deal until you make it a big deal. We don't care about what you like. We don't care about your sexual preference. We don't care about none of that. It's not a big deal until you make it a big deal. And I stand by that. I'm a man, I'm a black man in America with enough nuts, right, to tell y'all it's not a big deal until you make it a big deal. And even then, I got issues in my own community I need to worry about. I don't give a fuck about what y'all want or what y'all think. I don't. I got issues in my own community, right? Because I'll be a hypocrite if I don't take care of the stuff that's in my own backyard prior to listening about y'all's acceptance and all that. Look, what you think? Shit, what you think we're going through? So all these people out here talking about being accepted and all that, fuck all that. I'm not trying to listen to that bullshit. For real. Real. What's up, Craig J? Salute, bro. Salute to my homie Craig J, man, in the building. You already know. This racism in America, man, that shit that shit is real shit. Speaking of Tennessee, I talked about last week about how that judge was down there sending kids to jail and shit. No, this is covering a wide range of topics, Craig J. I was covering a wide range of topics about voting in how Obama and Kamala Harris and all them was coming to Virginia to try to get black people to vote. They were down in Norfolk State trying to get them galvanized and all that. And so a lot of that has to do with the elections, right? That's the centerpiece of the video I'm doing right now. It's about the elections and shit. Because the election day is a week from today. And this last week of elections, you're going to hear a whole bunch of people coming out talk about how you need to get out and vote. You're going to have a whole bunch of people make a whole bunch of false promises that as soon as you get them in position of power, they're going to get a sudden case of amnesia and we're never going to hear from them again until the next time they want to get elected. Right? And I was also given a breakdown of how they would do it. About putting out a whole bunch of front groups we never heard about. Putting out a whole bunch of operatives that's going to come out there and toe the line, right? Roller Martin, right? Yeah, because, roly-poly like keeping it funky, right? And his breath and his underarm. You funky ass bastard. Hey, stop wearing them goddamn crazy ass fucking clothes too. You over there wearing clothes as looking like you just cut some kitchen cloth and shit. That shit ain't cute, roly-poly. Anyway, that neither here nor there. So I know I've been harping on motherfuckers on the left, but motherfuckers on the right do that shit too. Now, in case you don't know what I mean by left and right, the left means the Democratic Party, the right means the Republican Party, right? Exactly. So let's talk about these motherfuckers on the right. Because I've been talking about the roly-polies and the Mark Lamar Hills and all them other dumbasses, right? But let's talk about other dumbasses on the right. Like that mangy hyena, Candace Owens, right? The excommunicated, right? Hey, you running around here being a crash test dummy for Trump, and Trump them excommunicated your ass from the fucking group. Sheriff David Clark, how you feel now, you dummy? Huh? Hey, take off that ridiculous cowboy hat. Let's see that fucking bald spot that might burn a hole in my fucking iris, will you? Take that goddamn stupid ass cowboy hat off. I'm not calling you no sheriff no more. You ain't no fucking... What the fuck is the title ex-sheriff? No, your ass is just David Clark. A fucking coon. Alright? That's who you are. A butter biscuit eating bootleg. That's what you are. I'm not calling you no fucking sheriff. You ain't sheriff no more, David Clark. You just gonna go by that goddamn name. And what the fuck was you doing on that Mangy Hyena show yesterday? Why was you on Candace Owens' show? I guess birds of a feather flock together, right? Who else? Who else? What other crash test dummy we're going to see prior to election day? Don't be surprised if you see Diamond and Silk, or I like to call cubic zirconia and polyester, right? Don't be surprised you see them two jackasses lurking around trying to get their 2 cents in for election day and all that, right? Who else? Oh, how can I ever forget? How can I ever forget that wannabe cop Brandon Tatum, right? That supreme. I mean, if you cut that motherfucker open, man, that motherfucker just oozes coonery. He don't ooze blood. He oozes that coonery, right? All them that DNA and buck dancing boy. Hey, Brandon Tatum, you're the fucking worst. You're the goddamn scum of the earth. And I have not forgotten all those comments you made about Breonna Taylor. You made her out to be the perpetrator when she was really the victim. You scum of the earth, right? You need to be rubbed out with motherfucking a Brillo pad, you punk bitch. Herschel Walker, right? Herschel Walker trying to run for Senate. Hey, and shout out to the 1LVZ too. Hey, Herschel Walker, hey, you could be serving chicken to all them white folks out there when you get in the Senate? Huh? You still could be serving that fried chicken out there? Huh? You punk bitch. Hey, and I'm talking to Herschel Walker, not your other representatives, all right? I'm talking to Herschel Walker directly, right? I'm not talking to the 10 other motherfuckers that's in your head. I'm talking to you, sir. He's serving them crispy, yo. Herschel Walker be serving that chicken crispy. He might have you know, because you gotta take into account the society we in. Some people like eating healthy, so they might have some grilled on the side. Don't worry, he can accommodate. Pump bitch. That's what Herschel Walker is. Right? Who else? Who else? Jesse Lee Peterson, maybe? You might see him lurking around, right? What's that fine ass girl she's a coon, but she fine as hell, man. Katrina Pearson? Yeah, I won't be surprised. Hey, Katrina Pearson, you too fine to be a fucking coon now. You know what I'm saying? What you come with a real black man, you know what I'm saying? I'll show you what, I'll show you the finer things in life, you know what I'm saying? Stop that goddamn buck dancing. You too fine to be out here buck dancing now. Oh yeah, Ben Carson, Larry Elder. Hey, and look, hey, I got a unique stat for y'all, right? I got a coon on the left and I got a coon on the right that share the same birthday I do. And in case you don't know who I'm talking about, the coon on the left is Bakari Sellers, or who I like to call Bakari Sellout, right? He was born on my birthday in 1994. Ben Carson was born on my birthday when he saw Moses part of the Red Sea, okay? Either way, these two I gotta share my birthday with these two fucking jack-offs. That should have been busted in, not busted in, busted on, and the sperm running down the lady ass crack. But I gotta share my birthday with these two fucking buck dancers. Anyway, neither here nor there, right? Oh yeah, that bald headed Van Jones, hey, you ain't, hey look, and I saw Van Jones for the first time in months, right? Ever since Jeff Bezos wrote his revolutionary space dick and gave Van Jones $100 million, I saw Van Jones and his double talking self, right? And this is why I say Van Jones is a double talking motherfucker, right? Now, when Donald Trump lost the election, right? Who can ever forget that viral video he did when he sat there on that CNN desk? And I forgot who the anchor was at the time. Who the fuck was the anchor? Was it John Cooper or was it Anderson Cooper? I want to say it was Anderson Cooper. Either way, Van Jones went on TV crying about he's like, we can be president. We can be proud of him. Shut your ass up. Because 5 months prior to that, you was working with Donald Trump on police bill, right? You was behind the scenes working with Donald Trump, and then you parading that bullshit on CNN. But when Donald Trump lost the election, all of a sudden now you crying and all this shit. The fuck out of here. The fuck out of here, Van Jones. Oh, hey. Kim Kardashian is still with you? But then again, she got 100 million reasons to stay with your trifling ass. Right? Oh yeah, Cory Booker, yeah, fuck him too. And I'm really mad at Cory Booker. He dating the girl I want to date, and that's Rosario Dawson. How the fuck, hey, did you slip a Mickey in the club one night? That's how you met her? Fuck you, motherfucker. Yeah, am I being a hater right now? You goddamn right. Rosario Dawson deserved better than that corny ass motherfucker. For real. Cory Booker, man, you know what I'm saying? The walking incarnation as a planter's peanut. Fuck him. Oh yeah. Hey, ain't too raw. Hey, that sex tape ain't never getting leaked out. For real. That sex tape ain't never getting leaked out. That sex tape would probably last all of, I don't know, 5 minutes or some shit. I don't fucking know. You will not see that sex tape on X videos or XNXX or none of that shit. Right? That chocolate milk that head have motherfucker, fuck him. Right? Oh, hey, I bring that up in hey Stephanie, I bring that up in reference to what's that motherfucking name? Ray J. Cause you know Ray J had a sex tape with Kim Kardashian, right? So that's why I bring that up. You will not have Van Jones on a website with Kim Kardashian. Just not gonna happen. All right? There's 100 million reasons why they ain't gonna happen. Right? And then this motherfucker got carte blanche to do whatever he wants to do with $100 million. This motherfucker got $100 million and he kind of roly-poly, this jive turkey having eagle eyes for other people's pockets and shit. What he get? I want some of that money. How you get him some of that money? Won't give me none, man. I brought you on my show. Just running around here with holding a goddamn Campbell's soup cup with a coin in it. Spare change. Spare change. Right? No spank bang neither. No spank bang. None of that shit. You got to go on the dark web and find that shit. All right? Now, how many of you willing to get your ass in the dark web to find some goddamn sex tape from that chocolate milk that head having motherfucker? Right? For real. It ain't worth it. It ain't worth getting your information compromised in the World Wide Web. Well, Stephanie, that's up to you. I'm not here to judge another man's dick size and shit. You know what I'm saying? I leave that up to you, right? If you say that, then I agree with you, right? I'm gonna take you at your word, but I'm not gonna sit here and judge another man's dick size. That'd be gay, right? And I ain't gay, and so I'm gonna just leave it at that, right? It's not like, other women could judge other women and shit like that. It's like, girl, your hair looks so nice, or whatever like that, right? Yeah, I can't, hey, we men, we just don't do that. I'm not gonna say it until Too Raw. Hey, Too Raw, hey, you got a nice shiny bald head, man. You know what I'm saying? Can I touch it? No, I'm not gonna do none of that shit. All right, that's gay. All right, that's little come see, come sa. All right, and I ain't come see, come sa. For real. But y'all, I'm gonna go ahead and end it on this note, man. You know what I'm saying? Once again, K-Town, I appreciate you for that fat donation through the super chat. Hey, next time hit me on the Cash App, all right? If you want to donate next time, K-Town, hit me on the Cash App, $Freeway 95 US. I'll put a link in the description down below for anybody that want to donate through the Cash App. All right? Cause that's why I'm gonna take all donations from now on. YouTube be putting in I thank everybody for watching this video, man. Straight up, man. I really do appreciate the love and support. And you guys out there that's watching this video, that's going to watch this video later on, all you motherfucking haters out there that don't like me, well, guess what? I ain't going nowhere. All right? We ain't going nowhere. We ain't going nowhere. We can't be stopped now, because I'm a bad boy for life. Smash the like, hit the subscribe. This your boy. Scream at me.